Hello, X-Wing fans. This is JBuzzSaw79 here with another X-Wing build for the X-Wing Miniatures game. And this week we're going to be doing some Imperials. And essentially I'm just trying to get something that works sort of like my Rebel build that I had before with Potent Hammerin and Horton, and then the two A-Wings, which is what I played last for Sword Championship. But I wanted to do something for the Imperial side specifically. So, first one I'm going to start out with is this one here, of course. The Countess. Alright. The Countess has the 5 pilot skill, 3 attack, 3 defense, 3 hull, 3 shields with the elite cannon missile slot for 34 points. She can focus, target, and barrel roll. When reveal a maneuver that is a straight maneuver, she may do a K-turn instead. And of course, to go with that, you play the TIAC 7 title here. You remove your cannon and missile slot and have a -2 on the cost for her. And then anytime you do a 3, 4, or 5 speed, you also get an evade token. Take push to limit here. So that way basically she gets even more actions at some point. You can even get all 3, all 2 of her actions. 3 if you include, like if you target locked 1 turn and use it, you could in fact have basically all 3 actions being used. And then to try to help out a little more to remove those stress, the Twin K Ion Mach 2, which is to tie only all your bend, not hard turn, but bendy maneuvers, all green. What this does essentially is make it that the Countess is always pushing pretty much every turn almost. And as long as you're doing at least 3, she always has an evade. You take your focus, and then you can either push for a target lock if you want, or the barrel roll. Basically, if you want to try to dodge a shot, you dodge it, and you have 2 tokens in to sit on. Really liking her. I hadn't flown a lot of TIE Defenders until basically I got a hold of her, and I flew her for an escalation build recently, and then have kind of went, well, I really want to make a build. And yeah, she's a pilot skill 5, but she's just so good with the 3 dice, and then 2 tokens almost always to modify with. Too good. So I wanted to start with that as a building block basically, and then build, like I say, something similar in design. So next up, I added then, so she's the Jouster, obviously. I then chose to add this guy here, Mr. Carnor Jax, in the Interceptor, with the 8 pilot skill, 3 attack, 3 defense, 3 hull, no shields, elite slot for 26, focus, barrel roll, boost, evade. When at range 1, cannot perform focus or evade actions for the enemies. Also, they cannot spend focus or evade, so he just screws tokens, doesn't even care. Put the Royal Guard title on him, so that way you get the extra modification slot. Also, of course, push the limit, so he can go ahead and pick up a focus evade or push boost or whatever you need. And of course, then the stealth device for an extra defense dice, and auto thrusters, since he's going to be arc dodging. Essentially, this is the standard read up people put on Fel. I put it on Jax because, for one, it's 1 point less, and I still have my 3rd ship to show you yet. And also with that, I mean, Jax is really good. By himself, he really messes people up because if you fly him correctly, Jax can kind of go in and go, oh, well, I'm going to give shots on these guys, and he's tokened up, so I will just, barrel roll in to get a shot on this guy, and then deny the other guy the tokens even. So in that regard, the things that Jax brings to the table are really, really good for people. And if flown, he is very, very deadly. Almost more so than Suter himself, I think. The last ship for this build is going to be this guy here. And that is Zertik Storm. I call him Zertek, as most other people do. Pilot skill of 6, 2 attack, 3 defense, 3 hull, 2 shields, elite, and missile with the focus, target lock, barrel roll, and evade actions. Enemy ships at range 1 do not receive their bonus, giving him the title, of course, for the TIE Advanced, which allows a system slot to be added. 4 points of less will cost you no points, so it's -4. I put advanced sensors on him, which say immediately, immediately after, or when you control your maneuver dial, you can perform one free action, but you don't get an action during the perform action step. However, I did add, of course, here the push the limit again to get kind of complement here with the advanced sensors. And I don't know where I put it, but the other card, there's one card missing here, and that would be another auto thrusters on top of this yet. So what does that give you? Well, basically, this denies everybody the range 1 stuff, which they do not want to be within range 1 of you. But at the same point, like with Jax, it protects Jax. So Jax can get within range 1, and they won't get that bonus dice. And then Jax takes away their ability to use tokens. And then basically here with the advanced sensor and the push to limit, it allows this ship to get really good maneuvers, especially with using the that wasn't auto thrusters, by the way. It was the twin ion Mach 2 engines. That's what I meant to say. I apologize. Not auto thrusters, instead the Mach 2 engine upgrade, which makes your bends green. The TIE Advanced then has lots of green maneuvers to go with, and there's a lot of cool things that you can do then. For example, when the one game I was playing, I revealed my maneuver, which was a 2 bank, I believe, and did a barrel roll, pushed the limit off of it to take a target lock. No, it was a focus. I'm sorry, it was a focus, and then did the green bend, remove the stress. So Zertek himself is more supporty than actually being the heavy hammer, because by wiping away that range 1 bonus, it really helps my ships to kind of get in there and do the extra damage. He himself is just more of an annoying piece. I mean, the fact that he's a 6, hopefully he can shoot sometimes and rip shields or something off, or suck up tokens maybe before Countess gets her shot. So yeah, this is my build for my 3 ships for the Imperial. Let me know what you think. Again, go ahead and throw comments down. I appreciate that. Any feedback, of course, is welcome. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Things you might change in the build even. Anything like that is always appreciated. And please, if you have time, feel free to also go ahead and throw a subscribe down there. It would help me out if you don't mind, please. As always, this is JBuzzsaw79 signing out and wishing you a good day. And as always, fly classy, everybody. Thanks a lot.